And where are the people that would think and ensure that the nation will be shaped into a level? But I mean, that is all is not that bad. I mean, to solve road accident, we just need, I mean, 4 lanes, 4 lanes, and so na car be and share be because
sorry, Dr. Rams, I mean that's work, you know.
Yeah,
we but because you see, we Kumasi Kwine to Accra. Now for several years, starting 4 times, we are not done fixing that particular road. Now, I say recently, me call your friend saying Drobo. Be German South side
South, yeah.
Dr. Rams say Kwanya at Daho pa in this modern time and nipa a faso car faso umo we show. But okwa, the people are not worried about the state of their road. The fact is that the next day they are very enthusiastic about party loyalty. They don't care. Say, nipa na wudi to me nsano. It was sacred duty to ensure say our life for there will be protected, and in protecting that it means we don't care. So sometimes it is the understanding of politics. And I think that but yet they are not. It is more of emotions. More of emotions and idea. And it is very instructive. Say, you take political education to a different
Rainbow Radio live 92.4 FM and DAB+.
Abusuagusu awutie Rainbow Radio 92.4 FM. Yeni nua eye Ivan Che innocent and education. Me kan che say boga money
politics.
Ivan emsena online no etwitwa esi.
Okay.
Yo, my main car was say boga money sika amani no dasoa eja rate no kama won download bi a ewo Google Play Store wo iPhone so a friend is Android phone so abomodia Samsung na App Stores abomodia na download bi na money sika obetimi asane sika directly out betua or building material Samsung na obetimi de school fees any hospital bills enti abomodia na download the boga money transfer even na abomodia share send sika rate ni de de brutal so enjoy boga money rate no Ivan now can asemina na
yes, and I make us say a chance ya dwene ye ho say yam so ye deserve better. Na ye the to me show be say it's not say nipa no nyansa no nim chan your mind no nipa bi owom anase no ho na ye fe anase say ye nyina ye daache and ye say we need to take care of that daache and including the present but say ye nyo bi odi anim and ye de niema nyina sha nsa. So we need to demand and ensure say the person will do the right thing. At any point in time, the nipa no fail to honor this sacred responsibility, this sacred social contract. Now, we the people have to call them out. But anya sana ya de won't be no because you never be credit. It is not about you. It is about the larger majority of the people. Because obia hoton obia sumbajono. So obia hoton obia sumbajono. Because so we have society, I think, some kind of a dependency society where one person works in the household. I know the day you feed almost all the mouths. And to one casa order. But if you're able to create a viable economic environment where Ubia and Sakona Noa, I know the day nobody will be a burden. Ebasa, Emma, society no asumje abam. But I say before and son I'll be just I will play field to be you kiss somebody's ass and a whole lot of stuff. They need a whole lot of way. Another day, no, we will get nowhere. So we the people at this point in time, no, I think there enough information fly young delete emotions in free. I am investing answer in politics. And I think you drew that point some of these things will not happen again. Because nipa na okura to me in the or no. The motivation in the way is different because I will hear the rate at which people are amassing wealth, selling properties, and whole lot out now. The motivation is to amass wealth people become so rich to the extent that even out of power, they will have a certain controlling kind of leverage. It is not about you, Neme. But yeah, I'm a bit me demand call for the right thing because quite na yeah. Car nipa no denam so no accident happen no benya. But on daily basis, look at the number of people who was our pine way so motorway and then soto or motorway so Dr. Ren would to me so accident. And then recently na brand be the car nam pine so you say okoto man so no train no say and I'm sure so what is our story no nipa 3 young people 3 people and I'm walk no 83 days and sana ye hu omo our motorway one of the finest road Kumasi road every day be a VIP na say for say any accident ya ni until say nipa do say bewu and sana you realize that we need to fix our road but when that happens we have spiritual interpretations. Yeah. It's so funny. We are some kind of people, but I think we still need time to grow.
And yeah, since we need time to grow, I mean, I was also Ugusu with Rainbow Radio 92.4 FM. I was a DrRen. Indeed, Ghana is a country that we need more people to educate our many mothers, aunties, our uncles and fathers across the nation. Ghana, but if only Ghana is going to develop, then we have to vote for Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia to upgrade the system. Oh no, so they are the I don't know. Fee, I say DrRen. Indeed, tomorrow NDC people will be everywhere at the offices of the EC to protest against the discrepancies in the electoral votes. No, or no, so but I think say a beko akwhwe science minimum the EC NDC Honsen more. According to NDC, a call for independent forensic audit of the electoral roll for the 2024 elections. You know, EC said a premature. Your take on it, Ivan?
Yeah, Dr. Ren, I think I have said it somewhere. It's a right call. Because you see, over the years, you say you go into elections, opposition party be or trusted electoral commission. Because of idea systemic, very often when MPP was in opposition, we saw a lot of noise and then as a form of agitations caused between the Charlotte led electoral commission and then your friend is saying the MPP Afarijan also we saw this back and forth. The men's last 4 years, you won the NDC this back and forth in as a form. But Dr. Ren, one thing Mahu this time they say these concerns being raised by NDC, among cracking out of nothing. Because me say, so we know bit in any panel trust, and as we need panel was mano reason too. What happened in 2020? Abra, the reasons are the Mensa led electoral commission, the Mayan, and Sana, the new register Eba. And new register Eba, no, some of us can say no. Looking at the timing, COVID, and a whole lot of things involved, including the cost involved. Say you to the whole register not traction aya for frono. Or mine misika so and yet necessary say by Sajumano. The Electoral Commission insisted, said no, we need to ever catch it and say the existing register no Irish scanning and as a for they need to do to improve the IT. I know the day it went through. I'm almost deemed for fraud and as if for money go through. So the assurance in the say this particular thing abaye so robust and then as if for them after you go into 2020 elections, you see the mistakes upon mistakes, announcement whole lot. Obet me aka say mistake DEC. That's fine, but you see, an institution of electoral commission's caliber, trust is very essential. So what your name be na a man for enya lose confidence and a certain element of mistrust to be bad. Now, the kind of relationship in be quite patchy to affect the integrity of the elections. What happened in 2020 after set results in the Babonte, the Electoral Commission, as the OEBR, was to build confidence and trust. Sabaya, these stakeholders will come to the table and believe say the Electoral Commission is for all. But you could do a point that system now you see a build everything is okay, obeda sorry I say BVD machines are yeah. Dr. Ren, nipa na obe wia BVD machines no. Say on fan kwaya ade bia the mere fact say ya wia won't mean recover ye. Na won't mean ma any justifiable way be a say nipa no fa on to me activating fanya ade bia no. It will deepen this kind of concern among forward. Because we are talking about an institution that is supposed to thrive on trust. So BVD, you know, according to report, baby I was under lock and keys, military, soldier for police for 24 hours. So I'm more home buying. So circumstances been leading Emma this BVD machines till date. That mystery no obedient me unravel yet. Then you go into registration. So Obekaya, Abrana Electoral Commission, sa limited registration exercise. Be I say, yeah, but a man from check your moody, no exhibition be our moye, you know. I'm not the letter Babontin say, and my political party be and find the rep and maho. Now, so normal or mobile or modern top assembly as a for ba Emma, most of the political parties stay against that particular call. In the end, and I think some limited entry were allowed. After this exhibition, Babontin, I say, a man folk who say, Electoral Commission system na you say a robust no. Obiti baby multiple transfer. Yes, send nipa we need domokogu constituency ha. Yes, sa we need domokogu ha. Dr. Ren, we a stakeholder, let's be honest. You will be alarmed. Because obiti me at me ura Electoral Commission system mu at me these transfers. Then I say for no man. Now we a stakeholder going into an election knowing what is at stake. So what's Nancy for do answer? Actually, one kasa as a political party, we are serious. So it is on this score, and I believe say the call by the end this is a forensic audit. You know, it is appropriate. So be a dispel trust and be any kind of misconception be a man for team. So the Electoral Commission has nothing to hide. We are ready. Whatever say be near my bedroom because conducting free and fair elections, you know, and yes, sir. Sitting in your office doing the right thing, it must also include, I don't know what they about, you know, trust and confidence among forward in what you're doing. Because the final form of election, they say, one answer results now, people will accept it. And Electoral Commission announcing results and people not accepting it has resulted in a lot of electoral violence across Africa. So you need to work on trust as one thing. And also who here. So when you are building on the electoral process, you know, you must at the same time build trust and confidence. Several stakeholders will believe in what you're doing. So at the end of the day, the final outcome, no, whether say a comma party no and comma party no, people will believe it. But unfortunately, at the Electoral Commission way a lack emotional intelligence. Problem about how do we communicate the problem? Several will be a comma beton. Now, no, it's almost a press conference. And one person, I try Electoral Commissioner, or experience, your friend something, or one of the directors. 2016, no, this guy had a press conference, and the justification they say, and this is for me on one. Now, I feel no one who's an electoral register now said the problem be, and I'm very much concerned. Now, 2016, na electoral register no. Enria ne emwa egu register no omotina ho mo de to aba. Dr. Ren, in this extraordinary circumstances ayewoma tempers are high, an institutional head a press conference to address concerns obi raise and concerns na nipa na raise and yes a fictional one kasa you have attested to the fact that there are breaches because it is on record say indeed BVD machines will be fire. It is true. Say Okopaga Obitana say enya the logins of an electoral commissioner officer. Multiple transfers. Ekogu baby. There are indications that Chesa your friend say in central region and some other constituencies in the Volta region. Nipa brimo high ye omudian fi register be high so wodo mokogu baby for. So if you admit this the new concerns na nipa no resia response awode ma no enye se na enwia na emwa egu register so 2016 na no cry de to aba Enti wa we commissioner na wonim se na enua na emmoa e wo register ma ye de to aba no. One kasa opposition as electoral commission no, at this point you do think that position is tenable when you know say na emmoa way or register no. And we've had a lot of conversation circulating around all this kind of way. At this point, they say this tension will not help Obia, especially the electoral commission, because at the end of the day, you work with these stakeholders. You need to ensure say you all be in the same page. So at the end of the day, say you have banners say NDC lose power, they will not have any reason to agitate. And now we blame electoral commission. Say electoral commission, say MPP lose, they will have no reason to blame anybody because in the course of the elections, now you were the same page. And the thing was transparent. The thing Obia was involved. But at the point that electoral commission said concerns no more raising it has been addressed. So concerns has been addressed. What stopped the electoral commission from sharing the addressed data now with these political parties? Okay, what address it? It is true. So the unnecessary tension. I think the electoral commission and I don't understand this belligerent posture. The mention though I don't know, treating the electoral commission as a personal property bill. So free send papa ne wu ye no die ja no ntino obetimi dia ye because kasa sometimes on babo nti on be kasa kra no ehonte. They are so filthy and so dirty. Said these languages do not build confidence and gender trust. Enti ama obia ye so suspicious of one another. Enti say oh going to election. That's a suspicion heighten. I know the day no or mine na what time dia to a jamo. Your mind na what time dia to a jam. Because so we that amount for see mean 2024 elections we are any mistake electoral commission beba say results na yede ba no ya mistake wom enti ya correcting as for oh yes or mine na we betwa jatu because people will not agree to some of these things. So this time no you need to work with all the stakeholders and other individuals one more who say they can contest, and I'm told about 17 or 20 something individuals and are picking form so far, both political parties and independent candidates. They want a consensus. These are the critical stakeholders you are working with. You should be
a breaking news now. Men say can say so far. Say a year ora Alhaji Muhammadu Baumia and ora John Mahama and Alan Kojo Chairmantina almost entire document are legal, legitimate and 100% correct. Now, the rest constituting 32 aspirants in there, they risk not being part of a year 2024 elections. No, and the Electoral Commission, has identified various forms of anomalies with their nomination forms and have given all the 32 aspirants a 5-day ultimatum to get their issues rectified or risk being disqualified. Inti ahwenia obiti say nana kwam bidi akon cheddar the new force any ura Hassan ayarega munyina no ahwenia they risk being disqualified.
Yeah, I can understand. I think that the Electoral Commission and kasa a lot of these things as nuisance because
kasa nyina na eguso aye try say ye ni ura Bossman Dr. Bossman and ne between komo to aswai.
Yes, I think the Electoral Commission still see a lot of these things as a nuisance because you see the number of people are or more put it up. Like I said, will be on a constitutional right and as for the Bible say what they who you know but yeah, said yes, all who ye. You see, a basa robot the office of its dignity, then as a forum because we've gotten to a point that will be other surround of partner and say, oh, men so the president maybe and me. Position a debia me happy or not debia me no can say debia te kroma say NDC nya MPP nya. If it is true say NDC MPP nya, what is stopping these mushroom parties these small parties if indeed they believe say something is wronger? Young constitute your into a bigger platform. Now you me offer certain opposition to these things, but then you now coming back to individual preferences, individual interests and individual goals.
Say Kebia and Kaya Kedi and Kacheda ne woman you know Munko Kambumna ebia cheda wono emane kon contest as a flag bearer na mum no mum fo bi te se bia Kofi Krantemra anaze bia mum fo bi te se bia Alan Kojo Chemantin bi bra anaze mum fo bia eye Osofu Chabosumi ba we sure say sa cheda yo be
that is it. So individual ego, individual or be in the personal interest. Or I want to lead.
Say cheda be ma ekuadonkwa di nanim.
And I'm told, sir, at some point in time they wanted to. Your committee now, yes, will be on the person president. Now at the time we know Obia the before. So at say what you are fighting, you know, it's not something I attend. So the Electoral Commission will sit down and see many of these individuals as just mere nuisance.
Now, say Ivan, say yekase, yeah. Womo submit womo form no munyina ekono. They were able to tell us and confirm a woman vice a year presidential a year candidate. Woman you now catch a running mate, NDC in a year running mate, MPP in running mate, Alan Green on Okwe that day no you running mate. Oh, Mama Kenya, the Ben Pan or bomb running mate cried him.
Oh, running mate in there or be a answer other forms by Electoral Commission, you know. Law no require says way or running mate in a womb. But the difference in say most of them in the public, but omunyanya in the public. So officially they may be outdooring them. A shame, and it's an Electoral Commission. I don't know so far. So I publish it on my website. When you go there, you find the names because once you submit your document, it must include your running mate, and that's how you'll be disqualified. So Obia, yes, what submitted be there? I'm very sure. Because recently me Kofi Krantemra didn't come maybe say no. Yes, was submitted the running mate. Just say ni di na metabon thing and I said at the right time obeying the running mate and I'm sure
and that makes sense say are they serious because if you are a serious political here an independent candidate nkofo na wo no mo kwa against you know omo ye kukudam they know the game they've been in it for years I mean from 1950 ebimu kra there from 19 before kra Ghana beji independence no papa no ka ho ebimu kra there from 1979 80 81 you know mo ka ho it is a we a serious person why are you hiding with running mate I mean no wonder say easy say about 32 aspirants they risk being disqualified because wo mo konko mo
Dr. Ren Ivan said, and yet president, some of them are not contesting for president. They see this popularity contest, just want to be known. No,
now, Omudia concrete, you say once upon a time, no one so a contest, no more Omutu Kwanya, Omenya home Fasubi, say he also stood as a presidential candidate, Ghana.
Soldier.
Yes, and that is the thing some of the youth are not getting. That is some of the things the youth are not getting because. You see, there seem to be a very desperate situation that you're creating. Obia free said because the situation is desperate, you know, I can just take advantage. No. If you are ready, people will take you serious. If you are not ready, people will not take you serious. Because Dr. Ren, you can't win an election in Ghana when you have a single regional representation nowhere in this country. Yeah, winning election wa crowd. Yeah, winning election wa crowd.
Let me be honest with you here. I see them as jokers.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I see them as jokers. You see, I don't see them say they are serious. If you want to be serious to contest or compete with MPP and DC, and yeah, overnight 6 months. No, because I say me kwa na me share ntade bi share che hu bi na me mama lectures bi na just I mean, come on, let's be serious.
And even this gentleman, Abra. And the flyer now, they are the butu na no more friend saying.
Kaka Mutubino.
Yes, I think that he did a great disservice to himself. You see, politics. What's your politics? Publicity is very, very, very important. So that we see lay premise. You are going into an election against political institutions established since 1992. Power has been alternating between these big institutions. Financial minds, they are bigger than you. When they come to followers, they are bigger than you. It is all the 3 days crack at our name on your friend is saying on a billboard, thinking that you are creating your friend is saying
suspense.
suspense. One person who create suspense, who create suspense, Bobia, for politics, publicity is very, very, very important, even for one day. And they be a best spending or I don't know to be a hano. One because I don't know when people don't know you. And it's not as if these are party you've been in the system where people a man for who you and a man for will know you. We will be a new
fashion show na yeko. Enya fashion show na yeko 2024 election. Chada ntiasie. Unim, you see, everything about him gets him wrong. And some of us, I'm just waiting. Say EC betimi afa cheddar. And me myself, I'll let the nation know. I've got all the document with me. At that cheddar, the EC announced they say he's part of this contest. Many Ghanaians will not like me. And I'll be honest with you. That day I'll let them know say he's a criminal and a thief.
Wow.
That day. Yes, I'll let Ghanaians know. My ID. And the reason why he's not able to travel to United Kingdom, I'll let the nation know. We are not going to go into this election with thieves. So
he cannot come to UK.
Hombre.
Wow.
We are not going to go into this election with thieves and criminals.
Wow.
That notion say, and I hear people saying so. Na send this in MPP no me na ya kronfo ntino say we no so cry amanfo so ya kronfo and na was so ya kronfo na MPP ni this no me ya hey na say pa kronfo ne sa dey say nke MPP ni this side now.
Justification. That is a very silly justification to
make. Pa kronfo sa nke ma kronfo sa na tenem. O me kire baby also your friend is saying kwaleba onya sika. Where? In which place? Which town?
Whether factory
the best train, the best train, the ID, the attaja, the
now no, me kwa and Mahu Bia on also unveiled billboard. The same mask be the shenani, say new false.
New false, FALSE, yeah.
Yes, I don't know. So what come here across? I billboard is room.
When you cry your friends or your comedian. Ono kwa kwa ni show ewie comedian a small boy be or no or ye comedy na ono kwa kwa ni show na or the new force afi am for say na why owie no call unveiling so no comedian to go from brand show
yes yeah so you see your friends a contest I picking some of these things
yeah
I say I've no seriousness be anim I don't know like I think that so if you really want power present yourself as a viable, serious alternative. Trust me, people will take you serious. But you can't just be toying around. Do some
fashion show ni eko. Obi kan cheche. Enya fashion show. Enya contest of say bia Louis Vuitton bag ne. Ma kwejina baby, my people have seen that you are doing so and so. My people, this kind of things ni etwemu. We want reality.
I think I'm crossing no dozen. I'm crossing no dozen. You see, politically, you need to mature. And when you are mature, there are certain things that you will do. There are certain things that you won't say. And I see that people are just trying to capitalize on the desperation in the system. But you see, you need to be smart and organize yourself properly. You need to work yourself because some of these things, you see, missing leadership is idea. You can't fake it. So faking to speak like Nkrumah, it doesn't make you Kwame Nkrumah. Faking to speak like Lumumba or Sawino will not. Be yourself. Tell people what you're coming to do. Let people build trust. I want me and just my way. You think people are just waiting.
Now, one guy's Ghana for the argument from a friend who Julius Caesar or so a person will be name. And we don't even understand the history behind the names of Caesars. The 12 Caesars, no. Kona ko head no womb. In 14 Caesars. Emu 14 no. As a 12 Caesars, the 12 disciples, from the 12 Caesars, no. Emu 10, no, me mema. Now, what the dean we are to so. Me no I cannot crown or monk won't be cramp on the crown. Or there was a big question mark. Now deciding to so that the Julius Caesar and the Caesar of Ata. Do you understand the meaning of the things that you are saying?
I think and cross some not also. And you see, some of these things, I mean, time. I don't want to go into it because yes, we will pick individual been away. But when the time comes, I think that we will go into some of these things.
No. You see, Ivan, we are not going to make jokers on serious men and women to lead the nation because you see, the decision of leadership, no, it make or break people. People die because of a year being in the helm of affairs as a president. We lost a lot of people.
Doctor, do you know why I don't worry myself about some of these things? Me, I don't see these guys contesting for president. Oh, I don't see that. So don't worry yourself. They are not contesting for president. Yeah, these people are just
fashion show. Contesting for fashion show.
Oh, it's an opportunity to unveil yourself because yes, they are just endearing themselves to the general public. And what you have, you just put it out there. They are not contesting for president, so don't worry yourself because. So, Obi are you serious or contesting for president? Indeed. Why are you ready to give the NDC and the MPP a run for their money? No, indeed, you really want to rescue the youth of this country. No, they'll come out with a plan. They'll come up with something very substantial. Not some of these things. So I think don't worry yourself about some of these things. After all, it will be a democratic right to put himself out there for president. The Electoral Commission, after every investigation and so forth, because the Electoral Commission also has a duty to do forensic investigation on some of these individuals. I said if it is true, say indeed somebody cannot travel to UK and so forth, then whatever it is, has to be investigated because a criminal cannot be president. So some of these things, I think let us not hurry. Let's hasten slowly. Now you're watching the situation as it unfolds, and I'm sure then will be resolved. But the most important aspect, I mean, say, you see, we cannot be joking around at this time. Because the average Ghanaian, the interest is on the line. The stakes are quite high. I may say, whoever becomes president, all that we have to do as people is being ready and being bold to go after the person. That is the only change we need. For instance, Dr. Ren, consistently, you've been on this platform and you've been telling people, we are MPP, and you are still an MPP person. But you are able to pick on your own government because of their misdeeds, indiscretion, things. You are holding them accountable. In a democracy, that is what we do. Because at the end of the day, and yet they open we might sit here and wish this person wins the elections, but it's not about emotions, it's about the reality. Going into this election, whether you like it or not, it is either the NDC or the MPP. But whoever wins, we cannot say, and you fold your arms and that. No, it is our duty as citizens in the democracy to ensure, John Mahama by president 2024. So, yeah, they're not yet at the Bonia. You and I will be here and we need to go after him. So, but we are president, we will be here and we go after him, straighten them up. Until they do the right thing. It is not always the case because at the end of the day, it is not about what you wish for in a democracy. It's not an emotional kind of webinar and the open and the basic. No, but the basic, you should be bold enough to confront it and make sure it work out and work out well. And for it to work out, you and I, let's yet dear who see was even though my party nipa na be president, but they we are all we need to force the person that be a those who say young to NDC young to MPP, they say I am not part of that school of thought. Say we need to work ourselves into sentinels. Always will be ready. Say Ghana for who nyansa na ya the emotions to nchen. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter who become president, the person will do the right thing. I just imagine Galamsey Samia Ekosi, MPP for sorry, NDC for sorry, Kabum, calling Akufo-Addo say no, put a ban on Galamsey. Do you think the president can say no? He can't. But where we are divided, our division creates strength, and within this strength, these people hide. Our division are creating a strength, and this strength provide comfort for these people.
They said the division has created the strength for the enemy. And the enemy, yes. Hide it and
yes. So it is not always the case. You're too about your NDC, you're too about your MPP when you are not working for Saadian to happen because nobody has laid up for a single foundation. Everybody, the NDC or the MPP has gone away. No, nobody has done that, and nobody is even prepared to do that, and nobody has even tried to do that. People are just these are kids. Put you on political show because it has become so cheap and so easy. But the fact is, if the NDC wins, are we ready to go after them when they do the wrong thing? If the other side, just like we've been on Akufo-Addo for the past 8 years, that is the only way a bit to get it. And in the political system everywhere, that is how it happens. The only difference between yeah, the UK and the US, and they say, okay, US, it's the same, you have two political parties. But where are they wronger, you will not have your party supporters supporting you. And these are the instruments that is shaping system, normal system, no work better. But it's not as you say, oh, you can just import any joker to come and take the stage. Come on, I think we need to get serious. Me, I am very realistic. I don't do emotional politics. You can sit anywhere and say whatever that you like. But I speak to the real issues, what is likely to happen, and we must be prepared to confront it. Because these people now hovering around wanting power, no, trust me, nobody's ready for power. Power is too heavy. What the man are going to mean, and we need to get serious. Now you how you bet me get these people to do the right thing when power is given to them, because eventually power will go to them. And when they get it, how do we ensure that they do the right thing? That is me preaching, I'm not preaching, you know, that is the whole essence. So to awaken the conscience of the average and the ordinary Ghanaian, whether NDC or MPP. Let's rise.
And the general and the year Rollins, Assembly or kind, and I know a fadia will came.
But will people have a right to vote you out? And the party out?
I'm saying that we can vote people in and out. Personalities, okay? But my dear, what we need to do in this country is to establish a situation where even if it was the devil who should come and sit on top of us in Ghana, by virtue of certain procedures, certain practices, the devil cannot get away with doing whatever he wants. He would necessarily have to do what the people expect of him.
Yes.
I don't know if you appreciate what I'm talking about. So that Rawlings being here or out is not really important.
Yes.
So the 5 years have taught...
And we asemwa mejidi se dada no otaika. Say
yes. So you see, we are cowards. We are cowards. These are the real issues that we need to confront. But you see, cowards, you know, we always want easy way out. Oh, and you're 2-tier NDC, you're 2-tier MPP, the problem will be solved. Who told you? Even if you bring Jesus Christ, that's the same mentality, the same psyche, and NDC, you know, NDC, John Mahama power, or the Togo for Nebu Ghana, na. Who for the or the Code for Nebu or Mino. The same people. Ebi abana won't come or offer the womb, the same people, the same psyche, the same mentality. So if I vote for John Mahama tomorrow and he becomes president, it is my duty to ensure that I hold him accountable for whatever that he does. You will be you fail the nation when he does wrong thing, and you get out there and say, oh, I am a binding, me support no, and he becomes emboldened and he does the excesses. At that point, you know what failing. So I think say we as a people don't need to pick up our conscience. Now we see, let's do away with emotions. Let us be frontal. What this is likely to come. But Asia, how ready are you? Say one kasa party me does something wronger. You stage demonstration against your own party. You go against your own party, force your president to do the right thing. That is all that we need. But some people are trying to create a certain detour advantage. Yes, I am all right. But I may say, if you want to do it well. Because you cannot pop up few months to election say, the person may be president. When you have not set a single destiny in motion, go to the regions and find out if some of these individuals even have a regional representation. How many of them, when their sponsor will be to parliament? Now, by a president, and I want to parliament, I'm not papa. We need to get serious. You see, you need to plan. As I'm making, if these people were able to constitute themselves into a single potent political force, you know that they will have enough resources to even sponsor people to go to parliament. Sabaya, I'm for who say, or more serious. Now, I'll be a winner serious, and I'm better on a platform, so I better advertise. Oh, come on, I don't have time for jokers.
Abusia with Rainbow Radio 92.4 FM. Yeni ora Ivan Che innocent and a dream common was over to me. I'm a Modiana Wafre na wachire on the issues on Galamsey and also EC ni NDC Sensemia cause we on my Ghana in general. How can the nation be fixed? How can Ghana move on? How can Ghana yensu yebetimi akase emrebie dua yanko anko bobosia free IMF na emom no mpo no amanfo ebeje bosia free ho. The numbers to call is 0208 133 4646 and 0208 133 1134. WhatsApp lines so 0777195089. Call na yentwetwe nkomo oman Ghana ho. Obi say tiemasem. Tiemasem. Ivan, ansana meja mo abekọ no. Wo words out the beja Ghana fo nyina. Manchester fo etio say there em say fans are wenya no Manchester ho enye easy.
DrRen.
Yes.
Mecha UK for now or more always they take interest in what is happening in Ghana. Because my culture say however far you go, no, you're still Ghanaian. Your heart will still be here. Now no baby or say it doesn't matter how long a tree best spend it in water, you can never turn yourself into crocodile. So and we all need to take vested interest in happenings in Ghana. You see, things now outside a man for building or minor. Some people go down and say heavy. Sometimes some of these things I feel ashamed when we see some of these that we patronize. It tells us that we have failed here. And we all have a duty to ensure that we work to fix this country. And it doesn't matter where you stand, whichever political party you belong to. Make sure, say, you always support the right thing. Nipano mess up, have the courage and the confidence to rise against your own party, even when people make wrong decisions. And that is the only way we can fix it. And yes, sir, you confide Jesus Christ by any president, that still we will fail.
Where the making kind message you will say it is a typical Ghana politics. When in power, EC is their friend. When in opposition, EC is their enemy. Why? Only Abeifo knows Abeifo. NDC and MPP knows how in government the EC can be manipulated. So each party is suspicious because they tip themselves. So mosquito eat your own words from 2015, 2024, like it or not. EC is following the exhibition processes as is written in the Constitution to iron out mistakes, errors in the voters register. If you like, I suggest you win the next election and change the Constitution. But I bet you won't dare. They won't dare, as you know, it suits you as it helps you when in a power. Cause power sweet. And your Canadian say, "Womu abemu dia." EC ni your madamfo. Omuni abemwa EC your batamfo. Anyway, that's the message. My main fa ajwa or say good evening, Dr. Ren and Ivan. I'm enjoying the conversation. I'm listening to you guys in Milton Keynes. Today we didn't hear fans for Milton Keynes. One shout here out. Oh, sir. Any Milton Keynes, me mama shut. Me mama shut out. Sanya kind of shut out. Anyway, or say Dr. Ren. Indeed, this 2024 election is just a one-touch victory. And it's going to be a victory that is going to be sweet. But, I mean, the person that will win the presidency may not win that parliamentary seat. I am not going to predict. But I know your guess is as good as mine. Philomena was a Dr. Ren. Good evening to our future president, Ivan Innocent. Listening to him from Manchester. We love you. Every Monday I tune in. This is my first time I've ever texted to a radio station, radio program, or even a TV program. Wow. Swansea or say Dr. Ren. This weekend our team we know Manchester. Anyway, yes, yeah, no. I want to say, Ivan, do you think that Ghana be ye? I doubt Ghana be ye. I was in Ghana for many years, back to back. Now I have given up. I was thinking about going home to, leave till God calls me.